What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to do Freedom Fighters issue number 8 from 1977. I was 6 years old back then. One of my viewers said, "Hey, Marinus, I'm interested in your freedom fight because I did that in an unboxing. So can you make a video about it?" I said, "Yeah, of course. You ask and you shall receive." So this is my very first freedom fighters from this era. I got these Uncle Sam and the Freedom Fighters a while back. I'm just diving into it, and these are not the same characters, except I believe maybe Ray and 100% Uncle Sam. I believe he cannot die. Is some kind of I don't know. I believe he's immortal, something because he's the idea of America or something. I like these obscure characters, right? Like I told you before in the earlier videos, I'm always diving into these weird characters, or maybe said unpopular characters, maybe that maybe you heard of, maybe you know of, but you don't know exactly who they are. And that is the same thing for me, right? I know these characters from name, I know what they can do to a certain degree, but I don't know actually who they are. So I got 3 books here from the Freedom Fighters from the 70s. I got this one, so this is issue number 9. And we got this one. What's this? 12, 14, and I tried to get more. So because I'm interested. So I just read it a moment ago, and well, let's dive in and see if it's actually good or fun. The gallant warriors from World War II, right? All right. So this is the premise. They're gonna fight the Crusaders, but it seems that the Crusaders are comic book characters, and somehow they are real, I guess. And these are our heroes, right? We have Dollman, Phantom Lady, Uncle Sam, of course, the Ray, the Black Condor, and the Human Bomb. Okay, so it's been done by where is it? I don't know who the artist is and the creators. Oh, this is even Vol 2. This is not even Vol 1. Oh, wow. I don't know. Maybe we're going to find out. Anyway, so it seems that in the last issue that I don't have, they beat a villain called the Elf or whatever, and it made, when they are flying away, the Condor is going crazy because the Elf did something to him. And he's dragging Uncle Sam with him. And he says, try to concentrate, regain control of yourself, boy. And then the Condor's trying to do this, And he says, dang the bits. I'm not going to be able to hang on for too long. Tom, get a hold of yourself. You don't realize what you're doing. I'll be killed if I fall. And then the other ones. So this is more like a recap, so you can pause the video and read it if you want, right? And here's the part 2 of the recap. So it seems Ray is carrying the others, and he sees them, Uncle Sam, fall. He says, "Hey, I'm gonna drop you down here, and I'm gonna save Uncle Sam," right? So he's falling into the Niagara Falls, right? And then he uses his power because he has the power of the sun or something like that, and he's vaporizing the waters before the water can sweep Uncle Sam away, right? Which is pretty unusual, but hey, why not, right? So he's using his powers, and the Condor is regaining his senses. He says, "Oh no, I killed Uncle Sam," but no, he is alive, and he says, "What's happening? I'll be much obliged if one of you gents would catch me before I go over the falls again. We were sure you were gone, Sam. How? Tarnation, Thomas. I can fly, but I got mighty powerful legs. So I just hit the bottom and jumped straight up. Nothing like a little janky ingenuity, eh?" This dialogue. Yeah, you can clearly just... I'm sorry. This is from the 70s, and there's different languages, but Uncle Sam is, I don't know, from World War II, I believe. He's a pretty old man, so even older than these young folks. Am I right? And meanwhile, we go to the district attorney David Pearson, and somehow the freedom fighters are fugitives for reasons I don't know, and so I can't get over this. The Crusaders, I used to read about you guys in the funny books. Never believed you really existed. So this guy says, the fact that we are standing in our office confirms our existence, Mr. Pearson. Now, please stop beating around the bush and give us an official okay to go after the freedom fighters. But he says, you see, it's this way, Americommando. What a name. I don't really trust any costume characters. And even though the freedom fighters are fugitives, you see, little man, stop playing games, but then he's getting interrupted. And wait a minute, is this Clark Kent? It's Clark Kent. It's Superman. So it seems that while Ray used his powers on the Niagara Falls, the power went out because it powers up the generators because of the water flow. I'm not sure if it's just actually real or not. It's just making up. And that causes a blackout. So there's more blackouts here. What the devil? Those blasted criminals have blacked me out. And then he gives them the green light to go after them, and they are gone. And then we go to the Daily Planet. Oh, no, it's not the Daily Planet. It's the YGN, the WGNY TV. And this, reminds me of Perry and Lois Lane, right? And he says, no, absolutely not, Martha. But boss, I've been reporting on the freedom fighters all along. You got me, let me go to Buffalo. And then you are going to get 6 superpower criminals to give up? How? By appealing to the sense of decency? and the power is blacking out again. And then, so Ray says, hey, I know there is a blackout. I know the power is generated by the fall. And I know I stopped the falls. But it doesn't mean I caused the blackout. Well, actually, you did. He's in denial. So Uncle Sam says, "Gol darn it, Happy. We're not going to make you pay for damage done. All we're saying is that you're trying to save me, disrupted the the flow of power." And then the human bomb makes a joke. He says, if you're feeling really guilty about it, you could always lighten up the city yourself. Don't laugh, right? That's not a bad idea. I guess not. I guess it was really a bright idea. So Condor says, you're right. With your super illuminating powers, you could light up all Buffalo. I wouldn't get their electricity flowing, but spend it in nothing. And they talk about the Silver Ghost. So probably a villain from the past, right? And so, yeah, Ray comes up and goes to the city and uses his power to lighten up the city. But what's the use of that? I mean, are you there hanging there for, I don't know, hours? So we could take a copter commissioner and shoot down that criminal. No, Muldavi, that would cause a panic. And then, oh no! It seems that the Torch and his partner, Toro, oh no, that's Marvel Comics, I'm sorry. It's Fireball and Sparky. They are coming to the rescue. And attention, Ray, surrender or face battle with the Crusaders. He says, hey, what are you doing? Right? And so he says, listen, we can collaborate on lighting up the city. We don't work with lawbreakers. So we put you behind fire spawn bars till you can be transported to the big house. But, Ray is, a light being or whatever. He can easily escape. And then he is turning off the light. And now the other ones cannot see them anymore. So they are using their firepower to illuminate the whole area. Well, Ray is trying to escape and go to, the freedom fighters to warn him, right? So the other ones are following them. And what's this flying pose? So Sparky here is doing what, Human Torch Fantastic Four always does. Instead of, being an F from Fantastic Four, back in the day. I miss those. I really miss those days when Johnny Storm did that, the Torch. And when he was in trouble or he says some trouble and then uses his power to, throw something in the air and the Fantastic Four sees them and help them, right? I miss those days. And, they do the same thing. And so he says, I'm pretty sure I lost him. Ooh, that looks some kind of a signal flare. And then Crusaders, charge. So Human Bomb says, Crusaders, they were my favorite comic book characters during World War II. Oh no, so they're going to have to fight with each other. And lots of ads. And so Americommando says, you call yourself a symbol of America, but you are a mockery to it. I represent the true spirit of this nation. Shiny Boy, I was with Washington at Valley Forge, with Lincoln and Gettysburg, and with Buddy Teddy at San Juan Hill. So I didn't plan to be intimidated by a shield-gleaming whippersnapper. Like you, whippersnapper? I'm rolling on the floor, man. So he says, nice punch you get there, old man, but you haven't felt mine until now. And then, what's her name? I want to say Shadowlass, but that's the wrong one. It's Phantom Lady. And so this guy comes in and he says, you better surrender, dear lady. Hands off, big boy. And I'll make it easy for you by doing a phantom out. Suffering seals! Human Bob says, that's not good. That isn't all that's going to be suffering fish face. But it's Bob's away time. I'm cracking up. This is so funny. So they're diving into the Niagara Falls, right? And so he says, well, there was a big mistake because now my power is tenfold, like Namor. And that's the power of the Barracuda, he says. And then Bomb says, well, I know about you because I read you in the comic books, right? So he taking off his gloves and then he's punching him real hard to the surface because that's apparently his power. His skin is, explosive or something. I'm not sure what I know he's a human bomb, but he probably cannot get in contact with air, but he's on the water. I'm just making stuff up, but that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, so Martha is there, and Dolman says, Martha, how? A good reporter doesn't reveal trade secrets. Just accept the fact that I'm here. But it doesn't look good for the freedom fighters. And sure doesn't, Pin Size. Gotcha. So this Bucky clown says, hey, you're heavy. You did some homework, kid. I'm small, but I'm still weigh 175 pounds. And I'll just teach you to respect your elders. Anyway, so Dolman says, hey, what do you say things were going bad for us? That's not what I mean, Daryl. So it seems that they know each other, right? D.A. Pearson sent the Crusaders to bring you to justice. By fighting them, you're as good as entering a guilty plea. And so Conan comes in and smacks this fire guy. And then Ray comes in and absorbs the lights from the flames, which is pretty cool, I must say, right? He's a pretty powerful dude. And then, oh no, fire guy, what's his name again? Sparky? Is it Sparky? No, it's probably Torch. No, it's also not Torch. What is it? I need to know. Let's go back. Fireball. It's just Fireball. Okay, doesn't matter. He's losing power and he says, oh, I'm falling, right? I cannot flare up again. And then Sparky comes and grabs, but then he's too heavy. And then, oh no, they accidentally grabs this lady, Martha. Daryl, help me. Hang on, Martha. Keep hanging on, lady. Your boyfriend's going in for a ride. But then, oh no, oh yeah, Human Bomb's here, and he says Martha, and because they know each other, right? Roy, how? I was in the neighborhood. And then Phantom Lady uses her blackout beam to blind the other ones, right? I didn't know that she could do that. Like I said, this is all new to me, right? I don't know exactly what their powers are. I have only know a little bit of them, a glimpse. And I believe that the girl that comes after, this one has real blackout powers, and what is GSA, right? Justice Society of America. They have those legacy characters that is bound mostly by blood. These are completely different characters I don't think they are blood related, but just people that donning the mantle or something like that. Not entirely sure. I have to figure that out. Anyway, so that's my partner you picking on, lady, and I wait to protect him any way I can. And then, oh no, Sandy, you defeated me once, pal. Oh, wait a minute. I got this. I showed you in the unboxing. What a coincidence. So that means this is also from 1970? Probably. And, but I'm rambling. So Barracuda comes. He says, now it's my turn. I'm going to beat your brain into fish bait. And but he takes off then the helmet, which is a bad idea because human bond then explodes because his skin is in contact with air. I'm guessing. I have to figure that out if that's actually true. And then, tarnation, every one of them is out. And you're about to join them in Dreamland, Uncle Sam. So he knocks them out. And then, ha 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 ha! I finally done it. Defeated the freedom fighters. Now to arrange to have them killed while resisting arrest. So no one will ever know that the Americommando is really Raphael Van Zandt, the deceased Silver Ghost. And I continue into the next one. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Into that next one. I like this. Like I said, this is clearly a different area of storytelling and drawing and you know, how the story flows. But it's actually amusing. Maybe because of the language that they are using, you know, those language when people used it in the 60s or the 70s, you know, like we did in the 80s and 90s and all that stuff. You know, language changes. But I think it's pretty amusing, and I learned something new about these characters, right? So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this comic, and if you want to see more. If I can get them, I will definitely do a review. I think we should check out Freedom Fighters #9 because that's a follow-up. I'm not sure if there's a, you know, it's concluding the story, but we're going to find out. So, yeah, see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.